days, Malaysia uses more non-renewable energy than renewable energy resources to produce electricity, especially fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are consisted of oil, coals, and natural gases. When fossil fuels are burned, a lot of carbon dioxide will be released into the atmosphere. And in our research, fossil fuels is one of the major contributors to global warming and greenhouse effect. And little did you know, fossil fuels take millions of years to form and can never be replaced once they are used. Do you also know that renewable energy has its own consequences? Although they are great as its cycle will never deplete, most generators are expensive to set up. In addition, energy generators such as the wind turbine and solar panels rely heavily on the weather. If it is not windy, wind turbine will not turn. And for the solar panel case, if the weather is not sunny, electricity will not be generated much. On top of that, only certain countries have the geological advantage to apply the usage of wind turbines, but NSSURE Plate has the upper hand because most countries uses waste compactors in landfills and produce sufficient waste to power NSSURE Plate. Ladies and gentlemen, do not worry, as this is where NSSSURE Plate will step in to the rescue. Accordingly, NSSSURE Plate was invented to provide a method of electrical power generation that does not negatively impact the environment rather than fossil fuels that has the major drawback of severe environmental impact through air pollutant emission. Other than that, NSSSURE Plate is capable of producing large amounts of electricity without increasing the consumption of any fuel. It is also relatively inexpensive compared to other renewable energy. Lastly, this product can work in all weather conditions. Unlike solar cells, which are said to be useless when cloudy or a little bit dark, and wind turbines, which require a large amount of wind energy to generate electricity. When the garbage truck picks all waste from home to home, it will then send the waste to a nearby landfill. The waste compactor is switched on and it will start to operate. This is where NSSSURE Plate steps in and does its work. When the waste compactor starts to compress the waste, it will give tons of pressure to NSSSURE Plate. The pressure that is exerted will then be converted to electric energy and sent to rectifiers through wires. This action is done because the energy produced is in the form of AC current. But to store the electric energy in the battery by using capacitor, we need to convert the fluctuation electrical current into steady DC current. The voltage source in a circuit may have fluctuations and would not give the fixed voltage output. Therefore, voltage regulator is used. The voltage regulator maintains the output voltage at a constant value. Last but not least, the final output is given to the battery charging circuit. The battery is then used to power up the facilities around the nearby cities.